All right, looks like players are almost ready to go.
Can I do anything else? Go ahead.
As far as I know, you can still not make mana lash.
No, I'll keep
still
this
a double spirit cut.
All right, a keep for Jeff. Looks like a mulligan to 6. And a keep for Sahaj. Looks like also mulligan to 6.
Chancellor.
Bam. Boom. Colors black.
Chancellor of the Annex has been revealed for Jeff. Chancellor of the Annex hot now in the initiative world. The deck has continued to evolve week to week, month to month, to include various different cards in the flex slots of the deck. Thalia and Chalice are on the downswing. Chancellor, Palace Jailer, and... Alright, here's a fetch for Sahaj. Prismatic Ending on Chromox. It looks like.
I will pass up there.
Ah, okay. So the Chancellor countered it. Alright. I wasn't sure if something else was happening. But a Prismatic Ending thrown into the trash. Los Portales, yeah. That's where Anarchy Inducer gets their tacos. No deadbeat attendance. I don't believe there are any in Sahaj's list. Alright, here's an Ancient Tomb for Jeff. Maybe going to slam a big creature this turn. Let's see. Elite Spellbinder. Okay.
No interaction? You got it.
I think you should have drenched.
All right, let's take a look at Sahaj's hand. Mystic Sanctuary, Taiga, Loam, Endurance, and Tropical Island. So it's going to be either Loam or Endurance.
Endurance and
Pretty good
exile.
one.
So it's exile, but I can still cast it.
Correct.
For 2 more.
For 2 extra, you got it. Yep.
You're gonna get there. Like watching the.
But it's still not in my
Well, you
hand.
can, oh, no.
It is not in your hand anymore. You got it.
I have to remove this to cast
No,
it?
it is
Well, most
Yeah.
fair decks.
Oh, go ahead.
This is not much.
not effect persists.
Okay.
Exactly. So after Elite Spellbinder is removed from the table, Endurance will still remain in exile and still have a 2-mana tax and still be able to be cast by Sahaj. It's for forever. All right, here's a Wasteland on Ancient Tomb. Sahaj with a good draw to a Wasteland, not casting Loam though. So that's interesting.
I'm just sort of putting pressure.
That's what you drew.
Yeah. But turn 2.
Let's
you
say.
just get and that.
Cavern named Human.
That's a good question. I believe it can be evoked from exile. You just have to pay 2 mana and exile a green card from hand. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Second main colorless.
66% chance.
Archon.
Lands into the battlefield tapped.
Non-basics enter the battlefield tapped for you, and each player can't play more than 1 spell per turn.
On the stack?
Sure.
Well, you would have lost to his defective crop.
We're going to see a fetch in response to Archon of Emeria.
Not knowing the crop is in
Wasteland would come in the tap.
Is White Initiative the most played deck at Game Storia now? No, it is not. I mean, on any given week, the metagame fluctuates a bit, but I wouldn't say it's the most played deck. 91% favored for Initiative, said Twitch chat in the prediction poll.
No, but it's sad that he like broke out, but he has to go and hide it. And they would like.
Yeah, because they hate him. They hate him for being a unique.
See Jeff rocking a 90s Magic tee. Very nice.
I love Scrub is going to be like $20 because Commander people think he's cute. Like, that's the power that they have over Magic.
Beta. Goodness.
Beta Tropical Island, apparently.
I don't know how I feel like
Did you have it since beta times? No. Just went hard?
What's that?
So when did you go hard? Was it like in mid-2000s?
No, 2017.
Okay, then you were fine. Then you did fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of regret. I'm still pursuing the blue ones, the other blue ones.
Oh, yeah? Are you trying to like get your 40 beta or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That would be no. I'm trying to get like 2 volcanic first.
All right. So Sahaj discussing collecting here while shuffling for
I don't think at this
quite a while. What is a paper etiquette thing you wish more players adopted? I mean, I don't know how frequently you watch this channel, but I really, not even as a joke, I wish more people showed up with dice and tokens for their decks. That's just true. I actually get frustrated sometimes that people just have a deck that creates 6 different kinds of tokens and they come with nothing.
Fair enough.
Other.
We're infested flesh cutters. Same statues. Maybe a dancing sword and then holy sword.
Got Retrofitter Foundry, and they're like putting face down sleeves the same color as their deck on the battlefield with dice on them. It was like, what is this token?
Trigger chest.
1, 2.
Together.
Is it a servo? Is it a thopter?
Yeah. So I feel like if I play for the next month or so,
And then they play Urza's Saga. Oh man.
a month I'll have enough treasure.
Well, let's
Yeah.
swing for 5.
How expensive is your card?
It's like it has
That's
to
like
go.
the standard
I
rate
paid
for
$14 a
mana
month.
traders and
It has to go in the $800.
Go ahead.
50.
$50 a month.
Wow. I play 15 for this one.
really.
Because it's worse.
It's
Well, it's not worse, but just cheaper.
Draw.
0
Yep.
RL.
Well, that's the thing. I have CD traders. I have Helm of Obedience.
And then you have just big skill games and
Yep.
stuff which are crazy. My secret is not playing any cards which are good in any formats except this one.
All right, Wasteland on Cavern of Souls.
Yeah, this has like
Squeezing Jeff on mana a little bit, but getting hit pretty hard by Spellbinder and Archon. 1 turn left on the clock for Sahaj to deal with these creatures.
Unless it's really played in Commander.
Sold it for Sage.
Yeah, then they turn the dice sideways and call it tap. Yeah, that is just the worst.
Toxic Storm.
Because it's
Non-basics.
Yeah,
that's Misty.
No, I bought them in real.
That's better.
I played Rock recently in paper.
Every time I sell a
Try to find
I
these
get out
as
it's like the Rocktree Storm.
Yeah, that's the Rock Storm.
That was pretty fun.
I bought all the cards, so I liked trying Coachless, and then I saw his Tyrant's Priceless,
which is way better.
and it's way better. You can't win turn 2, but it consistently wins turn
Oh,
3.
wait a minute.
Way better than Coachless. I really want to play Ritual.
Side Norner says there was a nerd at my LGS who played a fully foiled hardened scale deck who never had dice or tokens. Yeah, it's even worse when they like gave extravagant effort to the rest of building their deck and then forgot like anything that can help figure out what the heck is going on in the game.
Sure. It goes on top.
Yep.
Got it.
All right, Mystic Sanctuary and putting Prismatic Ending on top.
Then I'm gonna cast an Earl.
Sounds. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Okay, Earl will help Sahaj survive here. A Sword's effect would also help quite a bit from Jeff's side.
So I guess you still.
What's on the stack?
Yeah. So it's on the stack. That's fine. It hits play. Then when can I respond? Because I can like do things to it, right?
Yeah, so I'm stacking the evoke triggers where I'm gonna put the evoke on the bottom and like the
Yep.
draw.
Yep.
And
And then now I get priority to put something on the stack.
The sunset.
well, so
plains.
he ETB'd.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's in the field.
Yeah.
You have
I
2
can
triggers
respond.
yourself.
Yes. Okay. So.
Okay, players just making sure they're both on the same page at what point in the game they are. The Uro has resolved now, and the abilities are on the stack. March of Otherworldly Light is hitting at pitching Seasoned Dungeoneer. So this won't result in any life gain from March of Otherworldly Light. The trigger to gain 3 life, draw a card, put a land into play is still on the stack for Sahaj.
Most things see islands which are cities, sometimes like mountains which are plains. You very rarely see plains or
Except for the window.
So white 1, 3.
Grab if I'm playing is probably out.
Okay, understood.
So you still get the triggers. He's just
I'm not
exiled.
getting. Well, I'm not getting. It's not source of posture.
It's, yes, correct. He's just exiled. You gain whatever he does.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Now we're gonna resolve.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Draw.
Yep.
Land draw.
Yep.
And I really like spending some time on them for a tournament.
That's a 2. So I'm gonna go down to 2.
That's a good use. Did you get like banned like
No, because apparently that does not count.
Yep. Tapped. Yep.
Anyone
All right, Tropical Island comes in for Sahaj. And looks like Sahaj is passing the turn, so Sahaj will survive a hit here. Uro is not in the graveyard. It was exiled by March of Otherworldly Light. And it doesn't look like Sahaj had enough cards in the graveyard to escape anyway, but Uro's gone. Endurance can be cast next turn, but Sahaj would still die in combat because it costs 5. The Prismatic Ending was drawn, so we might see a removal spell fired off, but that still is not enough to survive. Let's see what Sahaj has for us here.
There was a path he wasn't exiled. Low 3. Get him back in.
No, I mean we just both like had.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
I thought I was gonna dig myself out of that shit.
Coral Hall with a great point here. Why did he put a card on top of his library? Sanctuary came into play tapped. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess the Archon was already in play, right? The YouTube commenters will be replaying that moment to make sure, but that sounds like there was an error made there. The Prismatic Ending should not have gone on top. Fortunately, it didn't make a big difference. The game was still ended in Jeff's favor. All right, so there was a Chancellor revealed before Game 2 here. Windswept Heath pass for Sahaj to start off Game 2.
And then I decide.
I'm thinking.
Good.
A lot of thinking for this game.
There is indeed. There,
Mystic Sanctuary would not work under an Archon of Emeria. Here's Elite Spellbinder.
Yeah, resolve. I mean, I'm trying.
that's the one I'm looking for.
All right, hand getting revealed here for Sahaj. Myra the Magnificent, Meltdown, Life from the Loam, Caracas Wasteland, and Verdant Catacombs. Myra the Magnificent getting a read here from Jeff. That's the attraction opener in this deck. So it's really between Meltdown and Loam for me. I mean, I can't imagine Myra getting chosen. All right, so Meltdown is chosen by Spellbinder. It is now in exile. And ready for Sahaj's first turn.
You got it.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
I mean, there's
It's
only
in
one.
the other half, yeah.
Instant. Painter.
Yeah.
Colors black.
All right, there's a, is it Katria Triome? Not the best with remembering the names of the Triomes, but there's a Triome, everybody. It looks like it's the Temur one. I don't know.
I sacrifice my Ether Vial and look for a 2. I have no idea what I'm getting at.
All right, Twitch chat confirms it is Katria. Spellbinder on turn 1 is brutal. That's what the deck does. All right, Wasteland on the Ancient Tomb. I like that play by Sahaj.
You're still under the Chancellor.
Yeah, Sahaj is still under the Chancellor.
2's a good thing.
Ancient Tomb?
I'm in for
Swing for 3.
I guess I'm in for 2. Fine. In for 3. I forgot about Painter. Go ahead.
All right, another Ancient Tomb for Jeff. Why is the Chromox tapped? I'm not sure.
Here you go.
Okay.
You got Dark Depths. Has 10 counters. Here are your 10 counters.
I think the Chromox is meant to be untapped, but don't know. Here's the Verdant Catacombs. Passing the turn.
Keep going.
Another Spellbinder hitting the stack here. Fetch and Response by Sahaj. Swords on the first one.
Matching!
Yeah, look at
And I
that.
have to get
Sarah's Realm art.
this event.
And have a Saga from Graveyard.
That art is nice. I do like
It's
that.
counter. I guess.
I love that. I mean, Crucible World is my favorite. Maybe
for
my
two.
favorite card.
It's a lot of people's favorite. Good.
And then that guy's gonna resolve.
Yep.
All right, hand revealed here. Misty Rainforest, Loam, Myra, and Caracas. So the Chancellor trigger was paid for. That's done with. The pre-game Chancellor. There's only a Myra as a non-land card left in Sahaj's hand at this point. Robert says, hello, Squire. Hello, Roberts.
Two, three in hand?
3 in hand.
A little more board space.
Oh yeah, okay, that's
Double green, double one.
Let's move these over there.
I'm gonna get a blue source.
I mean, I gotta do it.
I'm gonna get blue, red, Volcanicon. Cast the Meltdown for 2 attacks plus 1.
Got a wasteland for your desert.
Yeah, so for 0.
All right, so a meltdown for 0 just happened here, and Sahaj paid for the tax. That blew up the Chromox. So leaving Jeff without white mana currently. Kip, thank you for the resub. 26 months for Kip. Kip has been with us for so long, and nice to see them in the chat. Kip, one of our best people. Tony Scapone, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everybody. We're just getting started. We're in round 1 of probably 8 on today's stream. And we're in game 2 of Initiative versus Attractions Pile with Myra the Magnificent.
Sorry, people at home, you can't.
Okay, so a White Plume Adventure just resolved for Jeff. A Chromox exile the Chancellor of the Annex.
And I will attack for 3.
And attack it for 3 with the Spellbinder.
I need to do my fetching.
Life from the Loam, if you're just joining us, is in exile in the center of your screen with a 2 die on it because it's exiled by Spellbinder. Urion is in the Companion Zone on top of a pile of attractions. And I think that brings everybody up to date what's going on. So welcome if you're here from the raid.
Say go. On your
Yes, if you're looking for the attractions deck lists, they're posted in our Discord server. Both mine and Sahaj's list is posted in the Discord server. You can go check that out.
Good result.
Exclamation point.
What's that?
Exclamation point Discord in the chat if you can't find the link.
I'm gonna waste your.
Or let me see. She's a 2/4.
All right, here's Myra the Magnificent hitting the stack. This is the attractions enabler in this deck, and Sahaj has been playing this deck recently, and Myra can really go off and start putting a ton of effects on the battlefield with attractions. So we'll see what happens here. As we can see, though, now putting 2 counters on Elite Spellbinder with the Undercity, as Jeff maintains the initiative. Jeff has a clock. Thank you, Roberts. There's the card.
Yeah, sure.
Name avatar. Go ahead.
Is she anything other than an avatar? No. That's untap. I'll keep track.
I'm gonna exile her.
My favorite thing about this.
Okay, same deal.
She's just
but-
exiled. No life, just exile.
Yeah, but no cards exiled. Okay.
Correct. I just paid the cost. Yep.
All right, so Myra the Magnificent has now been removed from the table by a March of Otherworldly Light. And now Sahaj is down to 3 life. Trap is the next room for Jeff, most likely. I don't think we're going to see anything get goaded here, so Sahaj is in big trouble.
Oh no, because I haven't heard a good chat where.
Missing the untap trigger here is Jeff, maybe? Nope, untap the Spellbinder, okay.
I tried. I got walked in the window, got in the back arrow, and went back to the lobby. And
Learned a lot from a guy at the store.
I went in for the
I have 6 in now.
And I was like, how do I get out?
Yeah.
I just clicked the arrow.
Okay. Yeah.
You got it.
All right, Expressive Iteration hits the stack. Doesn't really do a whole lot to stop the trap.
One on bottom.
Lord, I'm begging you. I have.
I gotta find an answer now.
One of them would be great.
Asking a lot of questions.
Okay. There's still something. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's change the clock. Go ahead.
Exile. Yep.
Minsc Boo into exile. Yeah, board wipe plus Uro is probably the only out. I agree. Not really even enough mana for that. Here's a Brainstorm. It's not really. Hand reveal, there's Terminus. All right, well, that still wouldn't have won the game. The trap still would have ended the game. But well played. Initiative gets there. Good games. Good games.